guys, Josh Happy out here in Singapore, and thank you so much for joining me on the Night Owl podcast. As always, I'm here to offer another perspective, to give you some insight that I may have discovered for myself or have known all along, because life itself has given me a reminder. So I've been really, really grateful to have all of you with your conversations, your feedback, your comments, and then on top of that, series, movies, music, passing, posts that I see on social media that help me to remember what it is that I believe in, that gives me cause to maybe abandon old beliefs and upgrade to new ones. And as I discover new things, I want to share them with you. My view of life, my opinion, and that's all it is, you guys, just an opinion. And I'm not here to convince you one way or another, but to at least give you another perspective to consider. So with that being said, I wanted to talk about the fact that when I have clients come to me, I fully understand that I only have one side of the story. I don't have the benefit of a 360-degree viewpoint. I don't have a bird's eye view. I'm not there in person when things happen. I have to trust that what you're about to tell me is the whole truth and nothing but the truth. And even then, I understand that for you, that is your whole truth. You understand this from your perspective. You're telling me what you know and what you feel, and that gives me insight into what you're telling yourself is real in your world. What you're telling yourself is the motive behind somebody's actions. It might be the reason people are behaving a specific way towards you. And if that is your reality, then that is exactly the viewpoint that I need to be able to help you understand that there might be things you aren't considering in your reality. So with that being said, I want to point out the fact that a lot of times when you tell me your side of the story, it is all of the things that have hurt you, all of the things that bother you, all of the things that you are not okay with. Because if things were okay, let's face it, you wouldn't need me, right? So when you come to me and you sit down and we have a conversation, you're going to open up with all the things that you're not exactly happy with. But that also gives me an idea of what things upset you and why they might be upsetting to you. So for the most part, I try to stay away from telling you to confront everybody and to tell everybody back off and to change people's behavior or to manipulate your behavior so that people actually behave the way you want them to. I try to stay away from all of that. Rather, my whole strategy is to make sure that you understand you are only in control of your thoughts, your actions, your words, right? You cannot control anything outside of that. And so if that is the case, you can either grow a thick skin, you can either put people in a position to understand that you are not okay with something they're doing, yet that you're being hurt by something they're doing, or you can avoid them altogether and make sure that you don't come into contact with people who have a history of hurting you on purpose. So with that being said, I understand you're giving me your side of the story, and never am I in a position to tell you what the other person is doing, because I don't know. I don't know their side of the story. I don't have the privilege of having their viewpoint shared with me. So just as you are, both of us are assuming certain things about the other person's behaviors. And rather than telling you why they do things, because I have no idea, I couldn't imagine why they would do certain things, I can, however, help you understand that if they are hiding things from you, if they are behaving a specific way, if they are accusing you, if they are being rude or causing general distress to you, it may be a result of something they're also going through. So I can give you the idea that, hey, you know what, maybe there's something else that's bothering them. It's not necessarily you. Maybe it's something where you may have done something to cause them harm once before and they never said anything, and now it's become difficult for them, and so they're backlashing, they're giving you retaliation of some sort. In either instance, I need for you to ask for clarification, and if you get none, you have to assume that whatever information you do get from them is the best that they can manage at the time, and so you adjust accordingly. So in that circumstance, right, I don't have a lot to go on. I can't really step into your problem for you. I can't go contact the other person for you. The best that I can do is give you perspective. I can give you the benefit of my experience. I can show you how perhaps there's more to the story than meets the eye. And so maybe the next time you interact with them, you come at the situation with a little more gentleness, with the idea that if you ask the right questions, perhaps they'll open up and give you a little bit of insight into what's going on. I've had lots of people that come at me because they're being attacked with gossip, or maybe social media is ganging up on them. Maybe they put out a opinion on social media and then all the opinions of everybody else, the judgments, the criticisms came flooding in. And at that point, all I can do is, hey, ask you why you posted that comment, ask you what the rationale was, what was your intended outcome for posting whatever it is that you posted. And from there, you can either justify what you did or explain what you did and why you did it, or you can pretend the insults don't affect you, or even then you can look through the insults and decide for yourself if the insults or the criticisms or the judgments are worth responding to, or it's better off that you just delete the post entirely and pretend that it didn't happen. Honestly, either way, I can advise you, I can give you insight, I can give you another perspective, but ultimately it is your choice what you do in the matter itself. I can talk to you until I'm blue in the face. I can convince you that, you are in the wrong, there's something you need to change, or maybe you are in the right and there's nothing much that you can do to change the situation. You need to leave people alone and give them the space they need to come back to you, or you should no longer chase, because chasing entails the fact that you're running after someone that's running away from you. So all of those things, I can give you the insight, I can give you the benefit of a third person objective viewpoint, but at the end of the day, it is your choice. It is up to you what you want to do. Now, I also know that some people come to me with the express purpose of having me tell them that the other person is in the wrong because they're looking for justification for feeling the way that they do. I cannot justify your feelings. You feel that way for a reason. If you feel jealousy, it is for a reason. If you feel depression or anxiety, it's for a reason. It's up to me to give you the tools to dig into why the feeling exists in the first place, so you can be honest with yourself and really look at it for what it's worth. So I understand. I have one side of the story. I understand there is your version, their version, and then there is the truth. But either way, if you're the one seeking help, if you're the one coming to me for help, I have no choice but to consider your side of the story, which means I am not going to tell you to change the other person or leave the other person. I'm going to tell you to do what is in your heart to do because you feel that way for a reason. Now, I am well aware that this course of action is not the most popular, and I'm sure it will be met with lots of ridicule and criticism and judgment, and I know that my way of doing things is not considered therapy or psychological counsel, but I do know people, and I do know that if I can find a way to help you understand the situation better, I will do my best. And if you are dealing with something that you have tried your level best to understand, you've tried your level best to find a way to change, or to find a way to resolve a situation that is bothering you, and it's still not working out, perhaps you need another person's counsel, another person's objective viewpoint. So that is all I'm trying to offer here. I'm not trying to solve your problems for you. I cannot. I'm not trying to tell you what the other person thinks. I have no idea. And I'm not trying to tell you you're right or wrong. I am, however, going to do my best to understand where you're coming from, and based on where you're coming from, what you might consider to relieve some of the stress you're feeling in your life. So if you have any questions, please drop them in the comments below. But in the meantime, you guys, I know what I'm doing. I understand I don't have the whole story, and I'm not here to judge you, and I'm not here to tell you what to do. But I am here to give you counsel, which means I will give you the benefit of my experience and the benefit of another perspective. So maybe you can try to resolve it on your own with new information, with added information that might be more helpful to you. So let me know what you think. In the meantime, you guys, try to be kind to each other and consider the fact that if you have your side of the story, they probably have their side of the story too. I hope this helps. I'll catch you later. Bye.